It's time for American Brain and Brawn, starring John Brinkus and Lacey Evans.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, are you running your mouth?
Yeah, I was kind of running my mouth. I didn't realize you could hear me.
Well, I can. Don't let it happen again, you nasty thing.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm John Brinkus. Who are you
I'll
again?
introduce my damn self. I am WWE superstar Lacey Evans.
I love how you just like automatic. I like that. I can't introduce you ever. Just that's a rule.
Yeah, because you do it half-assed, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's right. So as you can tell, I'm hanging out on the beach. I'm having a swell time. It is COVID-free out here. There's no one else out here, so we are socially distanced appropriately, and we're having a blast. I mean, what did you do all day today, Lacey?
You know what? I haven't even been home. I've been out in my garden all damn day. And honestly, I just got to my computer to do this live and see all my fans. But I've been picking the garden and got some new members of the farm today. So I had to go gather them up and make it here on time for the 7 o'clock, which you were late because as of right now, it's 7:08 and it's all your fault. So I'm going to apologize to all my fans for you.
Wow. I appreciate that. Somehow I feel like it's a backhanded compliment.
Well, Lord knows I told all them nasty things we were going to start at 7 o'clock and it's 7:08. I've been on the road. I've been on tour. I've been to Georgia, Florida, just made it back to South Carolina at 2 a.m. And not only did I pick my entire overgrown garden, I fed and watered all my damn chickens and I made it here in time. What
Now,
was your excuse?
I'm hearing the chickens. Where is there any way that you can show us some chickens?
Of course I can, honey. Like I said, I haven't made it home yet to put them where they need to go.
Okay.
I grabbed a bucket and scooped them up because raccoons out here will just rip them to shreds.
Right.
All right, so we got this little guy.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't he cute?
How old is that chickie?
He just got born today, early this morning. So
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is literally, he just came out of the egg and is just now to where he got dry enough to fluff up.
Oh my God. Now, what's the gestation period for chickens?
I mean, it takes about, depending on the animal, depending on what type of chicken, about 21 days roughly to hatch.
21 days to hatch. So from the time the egg is laid, right, until you actually hatch, is 21 days. When the egg is laid, how many days do you have to pick the egg before it's like a formed chicken?
There's a lot of different factors that could play a part in that. I mean, depends on how hot it is outside, depends on where the egg has been, stuff like that. I mean, I get them pretty quick. But you know what's really cool, John? Look what I found out there.
What'd you get?
A black chicken. What the hell is that? I don't even have full black. I mean, his feet, his beak, everything. And he's older. He's definitely older. He was out there. He had to have been born while I was out on the road. And he survived. He survived the raccoons. He's all black.
How unusual is that?
I mean, for me, it's very unusual because I don't have all black chickens. And his beak is even black. Isn't he cute?
That is pretty darn cute, to be honest with you.
Crazy. He's my first all black chicken. So when I saw him out there running, when I was out there cleaning and feeding all the animals, I had to grab him real quick. So his survival rate will be higher.
All right. Well, Adrian Fisher, who's watching on the Lacey Evans Facebook channel, says that chicken is too cute.
Oh.
We have Pedro. He says, I'm a big fan of you. Love the chickens. The chickens are a big, hold on, Lacey, I think the chickens are a big hit.
Hold on, I want to tell y'all one more thing. All you nasty things out there that love these chickens, my favorite chicken are these ones. This is the first one I showed you. It's a lavender. They call them lavender chickens because as this grows up, he actually turns a shade of a purple. And when the sun hits it, it looks like lavender. He's very cold. I got to get him under a light because he literally was just born. Like he dried off, and this is what we got. So yeah, lavenders are the best laying, the best mamas. They got the best eggs, huge eggs.
That's huge eggs. Hey, Herbert, Dash is manning the public Zoom room. We're going to try to have some guests on today, and somehow Dash got kicked out. So Herbert, if you can let Dash back in. If you guys see the link, I think Lacey posted the public link on Twitter, and I think it's also posted on Facebook if you want to join American Brain and Brawn. So we have, right now we got Matthew, who's watching on his birthday, and he says the chicks are adorable. Jordan says, Jordan right here says these chicks are adorable. Jason says, hey, Lacey, love your eyes and the chickens.
Oh, my eyes. Let's talk about those for a minute. They're all blue, blonde-haired, blue-eyed bombshell, honey.
I want to know about this, the black chicken. What's up with, like, why are some chickens black and some lavender? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I've always wanted, they've got these really expensive black chickens online that I wanted to buy, but I'm very cheap, which is why I hatch my own damn chickens myself. And matter of fact, like I said, I haven't made it to the house yet. I just crawled out of the chicken pen. I've got a crap ton of these eggs that all my hens laid.
All right.
So yeah, and this, okay, I don't know if y'all can tell the difference. Right now I'm doing a whole class. Look at me. You see how much
I can tell the difference.
This one is? This one right here is a lavender. This one is just like a regular mixed chicken. I don't know why I ended up with a black one. I literally don't have any black moms or roosters, but I do know they're very expensive if you get like the expensive breed that I'm not buying. But yeah, so he's very cute.
So are you now
check on him? No other.
Are you now looking to maybe breed black chickens because they're very rare?
No. The only one that I do not let crossbreed is my lavenders, the ones that are purple. Okay. Because I have a good stock of them. You want to see what else I got, John? With all my hard work?
Yes, I do.
All right. Check this out. Look at these vine ripe tomatoes.
All right, are those fresh from the Lacey garden?
Yes, they are, honey. I got a bunch of these too.
Are they nasty?
No, they're very good, and this is what I'm going to feed my husband with tonight.
We have Waylon who says, "Marry me, Lacey."
Never a million years, honey.
Yeah, it says you can keep your last name, but I love the chickens. We have Sasha who says hello from Germany. We got Jason who says, Lacey Evans, you are amazing. We have, I want to say, Sarah, hello from France.
Lord, that's far away.
That is really far away.
I love you, nasty.
Yeah, we've got Billy who says, Billy says hello. Sid says, hey, Lacey. You guys, so listen, the way that Facebook works is you got to give a thumbs up. You got to like. You got to hit the thumbs up, hit the heart button. It's how you let all of Lacey's followers know, everyone know in the universe that, hey, the show is on and it's incredible. Listen, we have Michael who says the real role model and the real locker room leader is Lacey Evans. Lacey, there are a lot of people out there looking for words of inspiration from you. What do you have to say? How do you transition from showing us chickens to being the leader in the locker room? Anybody can do it. You can.
Well, all it is a hell of a lot of motivation and confidence, honey, because in my profession, WWE, a sports entertainer, I am a leader. I'm a role model. I have a platform, okay? And every opportunity like this one going live on live TV on Fox on Friday nights, interviews, it does not matter. When a microphone is in front of me, when a camera is in front of me, it's my job to show the world what you are capable of as a human being. And I continue to do that. Like I said, just right now, as we speak, while I'm sitting in this damn chair, I still got dirt all over my hands. I just crawled out of a chicken pen and the garden, and I just got off tour this morning. I've been gone from my home for 6 days, and it's my job to freaking not only be a mother, not only feed my husband, be a wife, but freaking come back, take care of my animals, my home front, my house, my yard, everything in between. And still, here we are live, show the world what we're capable of. You got to keep on pushing, make plans, and take care of your freaking priorities. Get them straight.
Right.
Work hard.
That's right. We have an incredible response going on in the Facebook room. Everybody give us a thumbs up and hearts. We've got Dave.
Hi,
Dave says, Lacey, you're beautiful, and you are the uncrowned women's champion, it says.
Lord, tell me something I don't know on both of
Exactly.
them.
Teddy Wise wants you to go out with him tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Not in a million years. I got the best husband in the world, and all you nasty things that are listening to this, record it and play it over and over again. I've been with that man since I was 15, so I'd appreciate it if all you nasty guys, while we're on that subject, I'm a very beautiful woman. I get it. Throw on some makeup, push up bra, freaking fix my hair and a red lip, and I'm out there kicking ass and taking names. But don't get it twisted. I have been with my husband since I was 15 years old. Y'all don't stand a chance. I'm with the best man in the world.
Listen, we all know that to be true, but you can't blame, someone like Michael who just asked the same thing. I mean, look, if you ain't, you got to put it out there at least. And I totally understand that the answer is always going to be no, but you can't blame him for trying.
Well, I can. Hell, I remind everybody every day how good of a husband I've got, how he's just like a manly man. If y'all haven't been on my YouTube too, huh?
Yeah. You want me to not read off all the names who wanted you to go out with them tonight?
I mean, sure. Let's hear their hopes and dreams be crushed one by one.
All right. We've got look, Blake Donaldson says, listen, but before you jump down Blake's throat, it says, Lacey, from a first responder to someone who was in the military, a huge thank you for your service. Now that's very nice and respectable.
Oh, what does he do? Like he's a first responder. What do we got?
No, Blake, tell us what you do. If you guys check in the chat box, if we have in the chat box, we have a link for you to join us live, and you can to ask Lacey a question, me a question. You can be on the show with us. I think we're bringing somebody in, Herbert. I think we got Ryder. I think we got Ryder from South Carolina. So I'm telling Dash, why don't you bring him on? When he's on, Herbert, you can pop him up. But guys, find the link in the chat box on Facebook. While we wait for Ryder to come on, what we have here is it says, Melissa Ramsey completely agrees with you that nobody should ask you out because they know you're married.
Lord, happily married, honey. There's a difference between being married. Trust me, because I know a lot of you nasty married things out there ain't doing the right thing. But I am happily married.
All right, so since you said that, Albert Camacho says, Lacey, please take me out on a date tonight.
No. And besides, it's Wednesday night. It's midweek. Get your ass to sleep and wake up early and freaking have goals. I'm not your goal. Never will be.
All right, we got Sarah says, I want at least 50 more episodes of Brawn and Brawn. And totally, you got at least 50 coming your way.
Absolutely.
Michael Turo says, stay classy and nasty.
No.
You don't like that?
No nasties. I'll stay classy because I wake up.
Y'all stay classy, not nasty, right?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Classy, not nasty.
All right. It says Doug Clark. Hey, Lacey, you're the original Southern Belle and the next women's champion.
I agree with that.
You like that? I like how Lacey reacts right away. William says Lacey beat Bailey for WWE SmackDown belt at WWE SummerSlam.
Lord, that's what needs to damn happen. Y'all, this division needs me. The women of WWE, the WWE universe needs a champion like myself. Now, I'm not even going to throw the role model, this and that out there, but Lord knows what a damn role model is. Come on.
All right. Hey, Herbert, can we bring in Ryder? I think we got Ryder Wood from South Carolina. He wants to join us and ask Lacey a question, I think. Let's see if Herbert can bring him in. There we go. Hold on. Move it to the side. Herbert, what's going on with that box? Hold on a second. Move it over to the side. Hold on.
I want to see Ryder big. I want to see him big. I think
Yeah,
I
let's see.
might know who this is. See, I've
this,
got a brain, a good brain.
Yeah, we got Ryder. Are we talking to? Let's see, Herbert. Go full screen with our guest from South Carolina here.
I have a feeling that little man showed up to a show one time.
You think so?
You know what? Like I said, my brain is very sharp, and I'm not wrong.
All right.
I gotta see him. I gotta see his face bigger. But I remember all my fans.
All right, Herbert. Can we go full on? There we go. What's up?
He's talking.
Can you hear us?
Hey,
Hi, Ryder.
hi.
Hey, have you ever met me before?
Mhm.
You at a show, right?
Mhm.
Damn, I'm good. I told you I met that little man. Hi, Ryder.
Hi.
As a matter of fact, and I may be wrong on this one, but you have your own show, don't you?
You got your own show? Your YouTube show? What is it
Right.
called? Say yes, that's right.
And I'm going to be on it, right? Because you told me, I remember this back then. When I get my action figure, John, you're going to die. I remember this kid. He was so proud of his show on YouTube, on his YouTube channel, that he goes on and he does action figure reviews. And he said that when I get my action figure, this little man asked me if I would be on his show to actually review my action figure. And
Wow.
what did I tell you, Ryder?
Did she tell you that?
What
Say
did I
yes.
say?
Yes.
Did I say
Show-
yes or no?
Did she say yes? She would be on. Well, talk to her. You're
And
in
guess what? I mean every word I said. Do I see my action figure in your screen there?
Mhm.
Well, guess what? Guess who's got to come over and do the show with you?
Oh, look at that. Is that
Yeah.
now? Are you keeping it in the box because it's more valuable in the box?
Are you keeping it in a box because it's more valuable there? Or you just waiting to see Lacey to open it?
Yeah, Dad.
All right,
Dad, are we allowed to take that action figure out of the box, or is that not in protocol?
Just whenever he reviews it, that's whenever we open up everything.
I got it.
When I come down, I mean, he lives right here in South Carolina. I remember this whole conversation. So, Ryder, thank you for coming on American Brain and Brawn, and I'm going to head to you and set it all up after the show, and I'm going to come down and we're going to do the review together. What is your show's name? Can you say it out loud for all the nasty things out there listening?
Tell them your YouTube channel.
On my YouTube channel, it's called Rowdy Ryder Reviews.
Rowdy Ryder Reviews.
All right, so Ryder, tell the world, because you got to do this. You got to practice. Say, make sure you guys subscribe to Rowdy Ryder's Reviews.
Yeah,
Say
say make sure you subscribe, just like we do on your videos.
Go.
All right. All right. Well, we're bringing on.
Make sure you subscribe.
We are.
Thank y'all.
Listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we're bringing on our next guest. Our next guest is, I think we're going to get Taylor. Taylor is going to come on in here. Taylor from Illinois. And Taylor has a very serious question for us. Taylor, come on. Herbert, go with the 2 box real quick, because I know that Taylor wants to ask Lacey a question.
Hi.
Hello.
Go ahead, Taylor.
What's the question, honey?
Okay, so my aunt is just really, I'm gonna start crying. This is really
It's all right.
I've met you before. I don't know if you
You look very familiar. It's ringing a bell.
back last year. I had red hair. My aunt is very sick, basically to the point where they've told us that it's not good, and I've just been struggling with the whole thing. And I was wondering if there was like any advice you might have that could, because she's not just my aunt, she's my great aunt,
Right.
and I'm very, very, very close to her. And I was just wondering if you had any advice, because I've just been struggling with it.
Where is she?
She's actually out at my She lives out on a farm, actually.
Aw.
Not that much. Maybe like 5 minutes from my house.
So question, if you don't have to answer this, but she's sick. What kind of sickness are we talking about?
Yeah.
Cancer. Okay. Now, is she accepting the fact that this is something she is?
Yeah, my mom told me she stopped the chemo because it was
Okay.
just really sick.
Okay, so look, she is probably tired, okay? And if you love her like I know you do, this is life. And I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy, because when I lost my dad, and I'm going to start crying because I'm not over that. Just like this is new to you and it's fresh on your mind and your heart, my father's will always be, I feel like. But when I lost my dad, that rocked me, and it's going to rock you. But right now, either you can not accept it, but just look at the positive. Okay, she is still here, breathing. Can you go over there? Like, what kind of, like, can you spend time with her?
Yes. She told me that even with the whole COVID thing going on, that she wasn't gonna wear the mask or anything anymore. I work with the public, so granted, I work for a bank, so our lobby is closed, but I still see people in the drive-through every day. But she said she's not going to wear a mask anymore unless she has to go to either get groceries or go to the cancer center. So I try to go as much as I can.
And that's all that you can do. But just know this, no matter what happens, how long she has, you, my dear, have an entire life ahead of you. I don't know if you're a mother yet. I don't know what your plans and dreams are in your life, but I promise you, if you love her and she loves you the way that I can tell, she does not want you, just like my dad doesn't want me to sit here and waller in everything. This too shall pass, and you need to accept the things that you cannot change. Okay, there's nothing we can do to change it, but what you can do is make your mind accept. You know what I mean? Accept this whole process, because we can't change it, and focus on your future, and she would not want you to sit here and not be able to push through this. Okay, but love her as much as you can, and she's tired. I'm asking right now because I see this a lot. So make her days as good as they can be, and be positive for her and for yourself, honey, because I find myself having hard days, and you will too, but we have to push through it. Grab our coffees, wash our freaking faces, and bring positive to the rest of the world, because the world is hurting. Everybody is there, and we feel it, but you got to keep your head up, honey, and go hug her as much as you can, because she's tired and she needs all the love that she can get right now.
All right, I will. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Big air hug.
Wow.
Thank you.
Lacey, you're amazing. You are so inspirational, and such a role model. There's so many people in the Facebook room right now. Somebody just texted and said, "Tell Lacey that Nova says hi."
Oh, Nova! It's a funny story. I think that was one of my first wrestling matches.
Really?
Yep, I ripped his shirt right off his body and threw it out in the crowd.
Oh my God! All right,
backyard in Georgia.
We got Tony. Tony says, "Hey, you're totally, absolutely gorgeous and amazing superstar in WWE entertainment, Lacey." And I'm just going to add it. It goes without saying, will you go out with me?
Nope, not today, not tomorrow, not next week, never.
Yeah, we're going to have to formulate a different answer to that. Something that doesn't make people feel so bad about themselves.
Well, that don't mean knock them down, honey. Go find the love of your life, because I ain't it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Brandon Williams says, "Hey, Lacey Evans." We got Sophia Whittle. It says, "Lacey, you're so classy." We got Michael Pruitt and William Purdy. They all say hello. We've got James. He says, "You are the next WWE champion." Look, everybody's saying you're the next champion. You're the next champion. Lacey, like, where do we sit in that journey right this second?
We don't sit, because I'm too busy working my ass off to make that happen.
That's right.
I mean, obviously I'm trying to cover it up, but look at my face. I've got these wounds. on my face from battling all these nasty things in WWE. I've been doing it now for a year on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I've made history, damn it. And I know that I have everything it takes to be a WWE champion, the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Here's what's amazing. We've got a worldwide audience right now. Everybody give us a thumbs up and a hearts because the audience just keeps growing. The comments just keep coming. I want Dash, make sure you put the link for the Zoom room in the Facebook feed that's going out now. And you also can look at Lacey Evans' Twitter on the link to get into the Zoom room, because a lot of people saying, how do I get into the Zoom room? So you just got to click the link.
Yeah.
Trey McDonald specifically, Lacey, says, I love the hat. What is the story behind the hat?
Oh, this one's not as classy as normally, but I am very fair-skinned. I definitely take care of my skin. I don't have no Botox. This is all natural, even my lips, which aren't even that big. But I mean, you hear all my compliments I'm getting.
Yeah.
But this keeps the sun. When I'm out there digging around in my garden and grabbing my baby chicks and grabbing the eggs and feeding and watering, I put this bad boy on. That way I can get dirt all over it and not have to worry about messing up my classy hats. But honey, I look just as classy in this bad boy.
I mean, you look here. I just want to say this, and obviously I'm not asking you out because we're both very happily married, but I'm telling you, you look good in almost any hat. I haven't seen a hat where you don't look good.
Right. I'm a woman of many talents and I have many hats, all of which make me money, and I freaking work while I'm wearing them.
That's right. I think our next guest is Jordan, who's from San Antonio. And while we're waiting for Jordan, everybody can go to the Facebook link, try to the Zoom link that's in the Facebook feed, try to join us. We've got Christopher, who just says, I love the strong right knockout body dropping punch.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I don't like
that one
in here because my bicep is bigger than this.
So listen, it says Michael Pruitt says, are you turning heel? I only asked that because of the karaoke segment.
All right. A lot of people have been bothering me with that question. And let me ask you something. All America, the world, the WWE universe, if you have been working your ass off for an entire year, every single day, proving to not only WWE, not only the women in the locker room, not only the WWE universe, that you have everything that it takes to be a champion. And then not only you go out there Friday, Fox after Friday on Fox, not only lose match after match, but freaking have women get in your children's faces. And then you go up, sing your heart out, knowing that you did it better, to have a brother-in-law make a decision on who won. So if this answers your question, am I heel? Am I babyface? I am fed up. And then I kick her ass only to have the entire world say, Naomi deserves better. Honey, Lacey Evans deserves better. I am the epitome of what a role model, a woman's evolution, what a role model and a woman is. Don't even get me started because you're getting me heated. I'm not a heel. I'm not a baby face. I'm fed up with all the nasty things. And I've done all this with a baby on my hip. So don't get me started on that, because I juggle and carry more baggage than half of these nasty things on this roster. And I still bring it every single time while my family's taken care of, while my baby is educated, while my kid is in school, backstage. And then I make it out to the ring and come back just to make sure her schoolwork is done. I am a champion.
Wow. Man, we just went down a little bit of a rabbit hole there. That was a rough one.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to lose my manners, honey.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to criticize you. That's for sure. Stuart wants to know, what's in your cup? Are you drinking British tea?
Hell no, I'm drinking American coffee, honey.
American. You said it wrong.
Soldiers, to be exact.
Right.
I mean,
you said it wrong. You said American. It's American. Just no way. There you go. There you go. Jason says, please, Lacey, a lot of people have said this. KO Steven Mazza, Houston, Texas. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Maybe he wanted you to plug his YouTube or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Might have just fallen for it. Tony wants you to know that you are my champion. By my, he means Tony.
Thank you.
So I think that we've got a special guest who's in here. I think we got Jordan. I think Jordan is from San Antonio. Let's see if Jordan will go full screen here. Herbert, bring in Jordan. Jordan, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hi, Jordan.
Oh my God. Hi, Lacey.
Don't be nervous, honey.
I'm nervous. Oh my God.
Well, don't get too nervous because you got one shot to have a conversation with me, honey. So take a deep breath and let's talk.
Okay. So if you ever do beat Bailey, what would you do? Would you let's see, like throw a virtual party with your fans, or like?
You know what, Jordan? Yes. If and when, let's just say when I beat Bailey and when I become the SmackDown Women's Champion, I promise you have my word, Scout's honor, right now. I don't know what day it is. What damn day is it? July 22nd, 2020. That Lacey Evans will throw a virtual party with all my nasties to celebrate being the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh my God. That is so crazy. Yeah, I'm talking to her.
Yeah, Jordan, how crazy is this that you get to talk to Lacey Evans? Like, how many of your other WWE superstars you get to have contact with?
I mean, I joined Dana's little exercise thing, but it didn't work. Right. But this is I'm so nervous. Oh my God.
Don't be nervous. I got a question for you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I would want to be a singer because I sing.
Let me hear it, honey. Let me hear it.
Sing something for us?
Hey, this is Jordan Barton, and he will be a singer when he grows up. When she grows up.
Okay, so, oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry.
Hey, take a deep breath and take your time. The whole world's listening, honey, and you have everything it takes to make it in this world. And if you want to be a singer, damn it, you're going to be it. But it's going to take a lot of courage and not caring what other people think. So you freaking have this opportunity and you knock it out of the park.
Okay.
You can stand up if you want, go in the bathroom. The bathtub gives you that extra acapella if you need it.
All right. Thank you, Lacey.
Yeah.
Oh God. Such a fool, Leah. You are so cool, Leah. When you make it hard, Leah. When you touch your body, I knew. Legs spread it wide, couldn't bring me closer to you. And I was a fool.
Wow!
Oh,
how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
Damn, 13 years old with the courage that it's going to take to be somebody, which you already are. But that's awesome, Jordan. Thank you so much for coming out to American Brain and Brawn, and you follow that dream until you make it, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Hey, Lacey, you know what? It takes a lot of courage to sing like that, especially for this audience. And look, listen, Sophia Whittle just said, damn, you can bloody sing.
Yeah.
Sophia's probably from the UK, I imagine.
Right.
Trey McDonald says, great voice from the heart. And I agree with that. 100%.
And you got to think that was on the spur of the moment. That's hard to do when all
it is hard to do.
Think about it. So imagine put a mic in come on.
I know. It's tough. Matthew says, go Jordan. Joe just said, amazing. We have, I'm looking at it, we have Austin. All right. So a little bit, Austin says, Lacey Evans versus Hembra Cato. Great match. Or Lacey Evans versus Trixie.
No, Lacey Evans versus the champion. That's who I'm going after. Lacey Evans don't waste her time with no nonsense. I'm going straight for the gold, honey. I got too much to do.
That's right. Well, listen, we had San Antonio in the room, and we said, Albert just said, don't mess with San Antonio people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would probably agree with that. Listen, Jordan was a big hit. So listen, if you guys want to join us, go to the link that's in Facebook. Copy the link and put it in the Facebook comments. Here's what's incredible: is there are a lot of people around here that are really wanting some words of inspiration and loving the platform. And Lacey, here's a great question from Blake. Blake says, Now, how can you go from raising chickens to raising a belt in the ring?
How can I go? I don't even wash my hands in between the two, sweetheart. I like what I like in my life, okay? And I have one opportunity, one life to live, to do everything that I've ever set my mind to, and to be able to wake up in the morning, hear my roosters crow, freaking grab the eggs, make my family breakfast, and then make it to the ring that night to kick ass and take names. Honey, all I got to do is drink a hell of a lot of coffee and make it happen. One day at a time, sweetheart.
Listen, Lacey, those are amazing words. Here's the thing that I know about you. If there's anybody who's more of a Swiss Army knife in life, I mean, you've got to go from being a wife to a mother to a friend to a superstar to a gardener to a farmer to just a patriot to a soldier to whatever. Like, you got to wear a lot of hats, and you do it better than anybody I know. That's for sure.
Oh.
In terms of all our chat room here, here's one thing that I want to point out. Everybody, there's nobody in here who's contesting that you're beautiful, that you're amazing, that you're the next champion, and most of all, there's a lot of love in this room. So there's no one saying, "Look, I don't like Lacey." Like, no one. There are no trolls in here. So in terms of your fan base, they love, capital LOVE. What does it feel like to have all that love coming your way?
Especially right now, and I do get a lot of hate throughout my platforms, which it's just part of the game that I play. But to see it right now when a lot of people are at their lowest because of what's going on in America, I love, because it brings other people up. Even if the love is not coming to you in particular, to even see love, people love each other is just uplifting. And it's something that we need right now. Let me make this clear to anybody who's a fan or anybody who comes on American Brain and Brawn, anybody who follows my channel. I want this to be clear. My job is to entertain. So when I go on Fox and I do my job, don't get it twisted, because at the end of the day, love and kindness and compassion is important. And I am a big believer in using my platform to show the world what you're capable of, no matter where you come from, no matter the hell you've been through. Mental health, that's my passion. So when you find yourself watching me on Fox and you're starting to feel a certain way, just remember that life is too short to treat anybody with disrespect and hate, that we need to be here for each other. If America needs anything right now, it is freaking love, you guys. So pick each other up, hug each other, and be there for each other.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's a little exhausting. I mean, it's like, look, it's exhausting because we keep having to say that. But one thing that I really love is the fact that you pick on and you really sort of single out mental health. What's interesting is how mental health has such a stigma to it, and people feel uncomfortable talking about it. They feel like there's some kind of stigma to it if someone were to say, "Hey, I have mental health problems," but it's no different than having physical health problems or spiritual health problems or anything else, right? Like the mental health is it's almost the most important thing that we possibly have, because if we're not mentally healthy, we can't really be physically healthy. We have to make sure that our mind is set straight, and our mind kind of guides, every other facet of our life. And I love that you sort of take up that platform and encourage people to explore mental health. And if someone has a problem, if someone's depressed, if someone's feeling down, if someone's just not feeling right, that's really important that you somehow talk it out and find someone who you can really communicate with. I find myself, I have an incredible wife who will listen to me and let me jaw her ear off. And that really helps me. For others, they don't have that outlet. They don't have somebody who's going to listen. And it's amazing to me that you are open enough to allow people to understand that mental health is ridiculously important.
And it does not discriminate. I mean, and sometimes, depending on what's your struggles are, sometimes talking can fix it. That doesn't mean talk once and you're good. You got to keep doing it. You have to find what works for you. And now, me as a WWE superstar, all these comments, "You're beautiful and your eyes are blah, blah, blah." I love it. Thank you guys so much. But it doesn't matter who you are. Like I said, it doesn't discriminate when it comes to anger and depression. I mean, we just had that lady come on and she is feeling so down about losing someone she loves. This is something that we all go through. When I lost my father, I was done. I literally, I could not get myself up off the floor. And now, mind you, this was coming with years of drug addiction and depression and having to fight that with my family, though. And I lost that battle. And my father was gone and my mental health was done. And I was a mother and a wife and I was on the floor in a ball crying and I could not physically get up. I could not stand up. And I remember my daughter, as a mother, she needs me and I can't get up. And that's when I realized, like, I've got to fix it. There are things out there that you can do. Like you said, John, your wife listens when you talk, and that makes you feel good. But there are some people that's not the case. I have been to counseling. I have been to the hospital. You name it. I figure out what helps, and I go after it. I don't care if it's lighting candles, journals, planners, puzzles, color therapy. I paint everything yellow because that helps me. I garden. Don't get me started with gardening, but these tomatoes are not just to feed my family. I get out there in the dirt and I surround myself with the green and the smell and the air and the sun. And I take those deep breaths that I need. And it makes me feel, and it gets me off the ground. That way I could literally physically pick my daughter up and be the mother that she needs. Mental health is a son of a gun, but it's nothing that we cannot face head on and freaking fix.
So here's Lacey. You're going to make William Purdy's day. William Purdy, Purdy. Say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, William Purdy. Happy birthday to you. I did something even better. I sang to his nasty self.
That's awesome. Joel Drew just said, hey, lost my dad, and I'm at the same point that you were just articulating. Now, I lost my dad almost 2 years ago now. And one thing about losing a parent, and I imagine it's probably the same for everyone, is that there's this giant sort of echo effect. It's like this big bang, you kind of deal with it, but then down the road, it hits you like a ton of bricks, where at a moment when you least expect it, it could be months later, years later. You know, when my dad passed, you know, I felt like, hey, I'm a man, I can deal with this, I'm going to be okay. And then, you know, he passed away in August. And then when Christmas rolled around and they played Silent Night at my church and it was my dad's favorite song, I broke down like I've never cried before in my life. There was just something about it that it was his favorite song. That moment, I just completely lost it. And that idea of, look, the emotions that you have toward your parent, and whatever your relationship is, even if it's a strained relationship, it's deeply rooted, deep. And it's hard to even articulate what it feels like to lose a parent until you've sort of been there. Unfortunately, you know, too many people that I know have all been there. It's something, unfortunately, we all have to go through. But, you know, we're definitely praying for you. Joel, you know, we definitely are praying for you.
And John, you said it best. You broke down, and that's important. It is, as weird as it seems, it's important to break down. Cry, let it out. Do not hold. And that's not with just death. That's with life, man. You're like, you said, I'm a man. I gotta put all that aside. If you're out there listening right now to American Brain and Brawn, freaking put all that stuff aside as to why you can't break down. If you need to, you freaking do it. But here's the catch. When you're done, wash your face and get back up. Yep. Because you cannot change what the situation when it comes to that. But what you can do is wash your face, get up, and make what's left of that day, what's left of that month, what's left of your life the best that you possibly can. That is what you do have control over.
Wow. We have Matthew, who said, I lost my dad a few years ago. Thank you for saying what I have been feeling. Derek said he lost his dad on February 14th. 18 months later, he said he lost his wife. I mean, Derek, that is a tough hand. One thing that I love to keep in mind is energy can be neither created nor destroyed. So although a body, you know, passes and is no longer with us, when people talk about it, sounds cliche. Oh, the spirit's still there. The spirit really is still there, because from at least, you know, I hear my dad, I feel my dad, I see my dad. in the trees and in the chirping birds and in the green grass. I feel this, very connected sense of nature since my dad has passed, because I think to myself, you know what? That paternal role that he had that obviously influenced me tremendously, it's still there. And it's there everywhere I go, in the water, in the sky, in the clouds, and everywhere. And I have a very different perspective. I'd lost my grandparents, and I had a great relationship with them. But losing a parent is different. Losing a spouse, I mean, God bless you, Derek. I mean, I will be praying for you. I cannot say I know what you're going through. And it's just got to be ridiculously rough. And we will definitely all be praying for you.
And you can get through this, man. Just keep your head up. And like he said, we will keep you in your prayers. I don't know if you have kids at this point. I hope you do, because that'll help you latch onto it. But if not, you have family that loves you. And every morning the sun comes up, man. You just got to trust me. They would want you to keep getting up, keep waking up, and keep rocking and rolling.
Yeah. And Lacey, you've had to deal a lot with Gold Star families. We have Rick, who said 4 years ago today he lost his son, who was a U.S. Army Sergeant, Timothy Talford, in Afghanistan. I made a documentary called The Hornet's Nest. You all can check it out on Amazon, any of the platforms. It's called The Hornet's Nest. It's an incredible movie about the war in Afghanistan, not a political movie at all. It was about a guy named Michael Betcher and his son, Carlos Betcher, who were caught up in what was then the largest battle in Afghanistan. And they were caught on a hill for 9 days. And it really is kind of what Lone Survivor was sort of based off of, that sort of encounter. And these Gold Star families that I had the opportunity to meet in the process of making that documentary, I mean, the heartbreak of losing a child, the heartbreak of losing a soldier and somebody who is so brave. When people say you will never be forgotten, I will tell you, I did not serve. My dad did serve. He was in the Navy. But when we say you will not be forgotten, you won't be. And the service, the energy, the love, Rick, I want you to know that thank you so much for allowing your son to serve this country. Thank you so much for being an incredible father, for, guiding someone to be so brave and so powerful. And he absolutely will not be forgotten. And we will all definitely be praying for you. And it's families like you that really provide us strength and provide this country with strength. And I know that doesn't replace your son. Your son is still with us. Your son is still here. All the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice are still with us in one way or another, because even though we're in a weird place with this country right now, we still have the greatest country on the planet. So nobody certainly died in vain.
Absolutely. And I second that. Every flag we salute is to your son, and nothing can replace him. But I want you to know, Rick, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank him for his service. People like you, keep your head up and freaking be able to tell his story. And the hero that he is unmatched for people for even me as a veteran. I want to tell you, thank you. And a big virtual hug, man. Wish I could give you one in real life. Absolutely.
Well, we're jumping back and forth. We got Michael Pruitt, who says, Lacey Evans, SmackDown Women's Champion, SummerSlam 2020.
Yeah, make the signs, honey. # Lacey deserves better.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works. You got to earn it. And look, Lacey's out here making sure that everybody knows that she loves you. She cares about you. She's there to support you. You got to support her back. Make those signs, hold it up, Tune in Friday night on Fox. Got to make sure that you're supporting Lacey as much as she's supporting you. I don't want this to be a one-way relationship,
Exactly. Freaking waiting on you, you nasties. Either way, I'm going to continue to work my ass off. So
that's right. All right. Well, listen, we're going to wrap up this episode of American Brain and Brawn. Lacey, you got any parting words for us? Because it's been an awesome episode. You want to talk now?
My parting words, we started this episode with me with my working hat on. I got my chickens, my freaking tomatoes, my eggs. Keep working hard. Take advantage of this crazy quarantine that we got right now to focus on some goals and get out there, get a garden, pick some fruit. And if that's not what you're into, freaking make a plan and accomplish something in this crazy life, because you're capable of anything. Just like what was it, Jordan, that sang in front of us? Find that confidence to go out there, kick ass, take names, and that's what we're about on American Brain and Brawn, is making things happen, keeping positivity and love, and freaking make sure y'all join us next time, you nasty things.
Absolutely. We're going to be here Wednesday, 7 o'clock next week. Everybody throughout the week, especially on Twitter, go to hashtag, make sure you label your hashtags Lacey Deserves Better. Lacey deserves better. Lacey deserves better. We'll throw up your tweets next week. Make sure you tweet out Lacey Deserves Better. Start the campaign. Let's make Lacey the next WWE champion superstar.
Write that in your notes, you nasties.
That's right. All righty, guys. God bless. We'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Lacey Deserves Better. God bless.
In the world of today, strength and power lies with the legendary overlord of all knowledge, the Castle Master. He holds all the keys, all of them, which is why Cliff, the clean energy drink company, is tickled that the Castle Master has joined our award-winning customer service team.
You shouldn't be doing your calls from the bathroom.
Next caller, go ahead.
Hey, Cosmos.
Uh-huh.
I can't see your face.
Yeah, no, my video's not working today, sorry.
Is this right?
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah. Hey, drink more Kill Cliff.
What?
All right, next caller.
How long are you gonna be in there?
Hey, Cosmos.
Yeah.
What are
Hold
you
on
doing in there?
Ma, I'm in the freaking toilet answering some calls.
Do people know you're sitting on the pot?
No, I'm on mute and there's no video.
Do your calls from somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll be out in a minute.
I've gotta get in there.
Yeah, go ahead. You got the cast mask.
How long are you gonna be in there?
Who is that?
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just drink more Kill Cliff.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't even ask you a question.
I have to take a dump now.
This is getting ugly.
Awesome new flavors, awesome new cans, and an awesome new customer service representative. Kill Cliff. Own it. Go to killcliff.com.